Welcome back to another sneaker review, and today I'm going to be reviewing the New Balance 247. And the reason I'm pumping out these is because people seem to really be enjoying them. They're getting the most views, and I'm really enjoying making them. Also, a great excuse to get more sneakers. And I just have a couple of pairs that I still need to go through. So if you want to see more sneaker reviews, feel free to like the video and also say so in the comments. So let's get into why you're all here. The sneakers. So as you can see, this is a pretty basic 247. This is one of New Balance's newer models. I think it came out early last year. Yeah, early last year was definitely the first time I saw them in stores and stuff like that. So they're about a year old, and I've had a pair for about that time in blue, but I decided to get a new one, and that's also why these are not worn, and I still feel qualified reviewing them since I've gone through a pair completely. They were like my beaters, just your everyday working shoes, best shoes I can get in the store anyway. So this shoe, you can see, the upper is made up of a combination of this mesh and also this neoprene sock, which makes shoes extremely comfortable that has this neoprene sock. It does make them a little bit warmer, but I prefer like the comfort, and also it has some nice cushioning over here in the heel area, which is very nice. And of course it just has your standard New Balance insole, nothing there, and also it looks pretty basic down there. And this has this really nice midfoot cage compared to, I can't even, like, it's the Fuel Cores, I can't remember them, but it's like the cheap New Balance shoes, and those ones I need like an extra insole that gives me arch support to actually wear, otherwise I completely like crush into this side, which I don't need in the 247s, which is, well, nice. I can't even wear the insole in this, it's a good thing. And this shoe is definitely nice and breathable in the toe area, which does make it wearable in summer, even though it has this very comfortable kind of warm neoprene sock under most of the up of the shoe, because it's very breathable down here at the bottom. It has, of course, a little bit of merchandising on the side, your standard, and in some 3M material, and just your standard pull tab with the name of the shoe, this little tab here, and has this nice heel cup that's made of the same material as the midfoot cage, which does make this a pretty good shoe with, if you need a little bit of support, if you need extreme amounts of support, it isn't enough. And also combine that with the nice Revlite midsole, which actually is a very comfortable film. It does kind of wear down faster some other comfort materials up there, like the Boost and the Reactive Nikes. But it's also, this shoe's like half the price, so you can't really complain. Like in Denmark, this shoe costs like 649 to about 749 depending on materials. Of course, you can get them with suede and everything, it's going to be more expensive. But also Boost are like 1500, so it is more or less half, like it's less than half the price, so you can't really complain about that. And even though it has this EVE midsole, of course they've put this nice rubber outsole on it, which makes for pretty good grip. And I would say for the price, it's a pretty clean looking sneaker. There's not much going on. It's not like an extremely exciting shoe, but you do get a nice clean looking shoe, as mentioned before, that's quite comfortable. And I can say this because I have been working in a shoe store, working 9-hour days, wearing my old pair of these all day long, like in the summer even. Like this was like my summer work shoe. I lasted for about 6 months wearing them every day to like the shoe store, which is, funny enough, quite tearing on sneakers. And I end up going through them here because apparently my big toe points out, which kind of sucks. But so it's definitely, if you're on a budget, or there's just like you need a shoe in a certain color, you want something clean, not too much going on, and just like an everyday beater you don't really care too much about, I would say this is probably one of the best shoes out there, and especially for the price. Like this, basically a steal at this price tag. There's not a lot of shoes you can get for this kind of money that looks as good and is as comfortable, like all day. And you've seen these shoes on feet whilst this video has been rolling, and most likely also right now. And you can kind of see if this is something for you, how they fit. For me, the fit is definitely, if you compare them to Nikes, it's the same size as Nikes. In EU size, I use 45.5, and that's the same as with Nike's 45.5. And if comparing them just really quick to Adidas, again, of course, it kind of depends on how narrow your shoes are, because this is not a narrow shoe. This is like more on the wide side, like average wide. But compared to Adidas, which if it's kind of the same form as this one, it's 45 1/3. That's the size you use in Adidas. So I would say if you use your Nike size and your Adidas size, just go around there. And I also do know that New Balance actually has a size converter on their website, which is very helpful to figure out what size you need. So if you don't know that and you can't go and try them on in the store, I would definitely recommend going on to New Balance's website and converting your size, just to get a little bit better idea of how the shoes and what size you need. Because most of the time, at least in my experience, these size converters is actually really helpful, and most of the time they actually do get your size right. So that's everything that I have to say about the New Balances 247, and quite a little bit of a shorter review this time, not too much going on. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Then give it a like. I said that in the start, but I'm gonna say it again. Also, drop a comment down below if any feedback. It's very appreciated. And also, if you have any shoes that you want me to review, I would be more than love to review that specific pair of shoes. In the near future, I'm definitely gonna have a review of a pair of Animax 90s coming up. I got in from StockX. I know it's a little bit older pair. The colorway was released in the summer, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Keep crushing it, guys, and make sure your sneakers clean.